Hi, this is Ashely and bedtime story. So today we're gonna read a book called The Wretched Stone by Chris van Allsburg. May 8. We finished bringing supplies aboard early this morning. At midday we left in the tide and found a fresh breeze just outside the harbor. It is a good omen that our voyage has begun with fair winds and a clear sky. May 9. The first mate, Mr. Howard, has brought together a fine crew. These men were not only good sailors, they are accomplished in other ways. Many read and have borrowed books from my small library. Some play musical instruments, and there are few good storytellers among them. May 17. Our passage is going well. The usual boredom that comes with many days at sea is not present on this ship. When the members of this clever crew are not on duty, I find them singing and dancing or amusing with each other with tales of past adventure. June 5. Land ho! Slightly before sunset, we spotted an island. I have consulted my charts, but do not see it recorded. This is odd, since ships had sailed through these waters for years. Apparently they have all missed this small place. We are low in water and would be happy to find fresh fruit growing here. Tomorrow I will take some men ashore and look about. June 6. I have just returned from the island. It is strange indeed. The vegetation is lush, but not a single plant bears fruit. The air has an odor that at first seems sweet and pleasant, then becomes an overpowering stink. I saw no sign of animal life, not even an insect. We found a spring that had water too bitter to drink. We also discovered something quite extraordinary, which I have brought aboard. It is a rock, approximately 2 feet across. It is roughly textured, grain color, but in a portion of it is a flat and smooth as glass. From this surface came a glowing light that is quite beautiful and pleasing to look at. The thing is unbelievably heavy, requiring 6 strong men to lift it. With great effort we are able to get it aboard and into the forward hold. We have sailed still and are under way again. June 10. The crew is fascinated by the rock. When not needed on the deck, they are down below, gazing in silence at the peculiar light it gives off. I miss the music and storytelling that they had become part of our ship's life. The last few days have passed quite slowly. The men, however, seem perfectly content. I am sure their interest in the stone will fade away soon. June 13. Something is wrong with the crew. They rarely speak, and though they swing through the rigging more quickly than ever, they walk the decks in a clumsy, stupid, over fashion. Last night I heard shrieks coming from the forward hold. I believe they had contracted some kind of fever that came on board with the stone. I told Mr. Howard that tomorrow I will have the thing thrown overboard. June 14. This morning I woke to find the deck deserted. The wheel was tied steady with a rope. I believe Mr. Howard, who spent some time around the rock, told the men about my plan to get rid of it. They have now locked themselves in the forward hold. They apparently believe, in their feverish state, that I can sail this boat alone while they sit around that wretched stone. June 15. We are in grave danger. A powerful storm is headed this way. All morning long the wind has grown steadily stronger. The sky is filled with dark clouds. I am unable to shorten the sails by myself. With this much canvas up, we all surely be blown over and sink when the full force of the storm arrives. I am going to forward again, try to get the crew to work. All our lives depend on it. This is, I am sure, my last entry. What I have just seen is so horrifying I barely have the strength to write it down. After I pounded the door to the forward hold, it finally swung open, but it was not the man who opened the door. It was an ape. The whole crew has turned into hairy beasts. They just sat there, grinning at the terrible rock. They don't understand a word I say. We are doomed. June 16. The storm has passed. The Rita N is still afloat, but both masts and rudder are lost. The stone has gone dark. We are struck by lightning twice during the storm. I believe that was the cause. Unfortunately, the crew is unchanged. They are still beasts, but seem sad and lost without the glowing rock. I have moved them back to their quarters. We have food for 2 weeks. I am hopeful of a rescue. June 19. I have made an encouraging discovery. I am playing the violin and reading to the crew. It is having a positive effect. They are walking upright and even alert look in their eyes. June 24. I was in the forward hold today. A dull glow was coming from the stone. I have covered it and will keep the compartment locked. June 28. I am happy to report that the men have returned to normal. It seemed that those who know how to read recovered it most quickly. June 13th. We are saved. A ship has been spotted off our starboard side. I have decided to scuttle the Rita N. There is only one place for the Wretched Stone. Before we abandon the ship, I will set a fire that will send this vessel and her cargo to the bottom of the sea. July 12th. Our rescuers have left us in the harbor town of Santa Pango. One by one, the crew should be able to sign onto ships passing through and work their way home. We have made an agreement not to talk about the strange events that took place aboard the Rita N. The men appear to have recovered completely, though some show an unnatural appetite for the fruit that is available there. The end. Hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe and leave a comment that what's your favorite book. I have a nocturne, which is Chopin's. So good night and have a sweet dream. Bye bye.